Okay,
Our Father in heaven, we're grateful that we're able to be gathered here this evening as a council, and we're grateful for the opportunity to represent this wonderful residents in this great community. And we ask you to bless us this evening, that we'll be able to make decisions for the long-term benefit of our residents who live here now. And we're grateful to all those who work, serve, and live in this city. And these things we say in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ, amen.
amen.
Rise and lift the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, this evening, we have public input for items that are not listed on the agenda. To express ideas, concerns, comments, please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Please avoid repetitive comments. Please state your name and address for the record. Public input will be limited to a total of 15 minutes. We do have a shorter meeting tonight because it is the night out against crime over at Walmart this evening with the police department, fire department. So the agenda is short this evening. Is anybody here for public input? If you'd come up and state your name and address for the record.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm Randall Diamond. I live at 382 North Minot Court here in Saratoga Springs. I come before you today to urge immediate action on a solution that could dramatically improve daily life for our residents: AI-powered traffic flow technology. As we face ongoing road construction and prepare for future growth, we need more than cones and detours. We need smart systems that adapt in real time. This is a great stat. Cities like Pittsburgh have already proven the impact. Their adaptive signal network reduced travel times by 25% and cut idle time by 40%. It's not just theory, those are results. I've discovered that there are over 10 providers of systems that identify vehicles, cyclists, and pedestrians, then analyze speed and turning behavior, and respond instantly to mitigate congestion or even adapt to stalled vehicles. These technologies use predictive analytics and real-time decision-making to optimize traffic far beyond what fixed timer signals can do. Nashville, Houston, Los Angeles are already deploying these systems, so why not Saratoga Springs? Our residents are frustrated. Traffic is their #1 complaint. We have the opportunity to lead, not lag, by adapting proven, scalable technology that makes our roads safer and more efficient. As you know, Saratoga Springs has always been on the cutting edge of technology, which is a major contributor to making our city the best run in the state. This will solidify our reputation as leaders in smart, cost-saving technology solutions. I'm asking council to direct staff to research and initiate a pilot program for AI-powered traffic management. I know we'll need to coordinate with UDOT, but UDOT came up in my research as early adopters of other traffic-related innovations. So we should feel optimistic. We need to be the advocates. I will be eager to work with you on this initiative in whatever capacity that might end up. I commit this to you because I firmly believe in the necessity of this solution. Let's be proactive. Let's be smart. Let's give our residents the relief they deserve. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else here for public input this evening? Seeing none, I will close the public input at this time. Any reports from the council? Councilman Comber?
Just wanted to follow up with something really quickly. Mark, I talked to you about striping Thunder Boulevard in front of Westlake to help with our newest drivers in the city. They struggle sometimes, and they don't realize that there's still 2 lanes of traffic when there's people parked on either side. Do you have an update or any ideas on that?
Yeah, we spoke with Public Works. They are going to be working with the contractor to try and get that brought out. We do not have necessarily a striping plan on the side parking as you'd requested, but they're looking at it.
The most important is that middle lane, the middle line, to keep the cars on both sides so that there's.
Equidistant from the-
Equidistant, and, I mean, obviously, if we can do something for the parking as well, because again, these are the sophomores who are parking on the street because they don't get their parking permit because they don't have it yet, right? These are all the newest drivers who,
Everyone gets one.
no, but the newest drivers who don't have their driver's license yet. They don't get their permit until they have to have their driver's license to get it. So just wanted to follow up on that. And then the other one was some of this connectivity on our trail systems between the two cities. We're having where, just to bring the council up to date, where our trails end, and then the power line corridor, which is county land or state land, and then Eagle Mountain in particular, then they start the trail on the other side. And so we have gaps of about 100 yards sometimes, where it's just like you have a trail that ends and then a trail that begins. And so any word from the county, or have we had a chance to even talk to them yet?
Have not had a chance to talk to the county yet. I did have a conversation with Benjamin Reeves, Eagle Mountain City Manager, and the planning staffs are working on right now road connectivity as well.
Okay.
And so.
So
but
including the trails and that road connectivity discussion between the two cities.
Yes, but again, we've still got a lot of distance to cover in that one.
Yeah, but thank you for the follow-up. Appreciate that. Mayor, that's all I had.
Okay, Councilman Carn?
Just real brief, I put in front of everybody the proposed names of conference rooms. This was a result of the survey that went out that I think most of us responded to. And, I mean, they're conference room names. So unless someone's got a huge objection, I think that's the list that's going to go to have the signs made.
Trish, have we looked at the naming for the library conference rooms yet?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. And the library, we're kind of treating that one a little bit differently in the sense of, they're still working on kind of some of their theming and things of that nature as.
This is floors 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, I saw it was just that.
I would like to see the library do something more literature, I don't know, something along their theme,
That's what they were thinking in the library, more themed towards
because that makes more sense.
books and reading, yeah.
Okay. I bring it up because I was just thinking, in our code, somebody has to be deceased and have made a significant contribution to a particular part of the city. Sue spent 2 years dedicated to building that library, maybe a conference room. I mean, that was all volunteer for 2 years. From ground up to certification to, I mean, there were a lot of other people involved, but she spearheaded that. So, anyways, just something on the thought. Councilman Wadman.
A few of us have received some emails from citizens and direct phone calls from friends of ours that are impacted by current construction. I've talked to I've talked to Nikki and brought this up to Mark. So staff is looking into it. I just want to put this on public record that we did hear you, several of these citizens that are reaching out. We are trying to figure out what we can do to engage with those and with enforcement and stuff like that. I will be reaching back out to them as well, and others I'm sure are doing the same. Because we hear you, and we know that we're living in a community that's growing, but how can we do that and still keep, people, their living standards up too? So we're addressing that, we're looking into it. So I'll be in contact, or somebody from staff will be, so. Anything else? I don't think, Mark, we've got the emails, we're going through them, where Mark is reaching out to staff, and we've already done some of that already, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're in the process of doing that.
Lance, I can say that when we do get those, concerns about dust control and other things, we immediately forward them to either the Public Works Department, if it's a
Right.
public works project, or something that the Public Works inspectors are overseeing, or a building inspection department. And we have the inspector, whether it's a building inspector or a Public Works inspector, go out there, immediately assess the situation, and if there's dust control measures that need to take place, they will do that. So we do take those concerns. We don't have eyes everywhere, and so when we get those comments, that's generally a quick response for us to just say, hey, get your inspector over there and double check.
I just want to make sure that we are working with the citizens on the enforcement when we get reports that like what Mark said, they're enforcing that. But if we can do it better, we'll work with you and we'll talk to you more about it. So, thank you.
Okay, Councilwoman Barton?
Mark, just a quick reminder, if our staff can make sure our safe walking routes to all the schools are taken care of this week, clear of weeds and debris. I haven't seen any of them, haven't got any complaints, but just a gentle, friendly reminder that school starts next week, so to make sure all those paths are clear of weeds and debris and anything that might stop these kids from being able to ride bikes and stuff like that, that'd be great.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Mark, anything from administration?
No, we have no need for a closed session tonight. Looking forward to the night out against crime, and as soon as we're done, we'll head over there.
Okay, Councilman Wadman deleted himself. Okay. We will move on to the consent calendar. I will entertain a motion.
So made.
I have a first from Councilman McComber,
Second.
Councilman Carn. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We have business item 1, major site plan amendment for lot 611 of the Saratoga Springs Commercial.
Morning, Mayor and Council. We have tonight will you put it on the, it's there?
Not on our side.
This isn't on, that's fine. This is lot 611 of Plat F in Saratoga Springs Commercial Development. And they have asked for a major site plan amendment due to the architecture that they're adding. They're wanting to add an outdoor patio, covered patio. They're doing it in 2 phases. First, it will be, I'm going to skip ahead here. First, it will be just the cover, and then the next phase, closure. So parking was a big concern, so we did a parking analysis on it. And they actually have, based off of their tenant improvements for Einstein's Bagels and the break, they have an additional 34 stalls. Even with the new code, the pending ordinance for outdoor seating, parking for outdoor seating still exceeds the requirement. So with that, the Planning Commission has reviewed this in a public meeting, and staff recommends approval.
Councilman McComber?
So the parking, it meets it, but the buildings that are going to be built on the other side of the parking lot,
Have
they
to-
won't be able to use that parking
No.
to count towards theirs.
It will not count towards theirs, no.
So I just,
Yeah.
because it did exceed it, but there's more
Right.
buildings coming in, and the landowner is aware of the fact that the break is taking this parking towards their credit.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, because when we did the site plan for 613 or 612, which is that lot, as you can see on the right side of the screen, that parking is right up against their building. There is additional parking on the front, and then there is some down on the other side across south of the break. So they do have enough parking. They had to have enough parking in order to have their site plan approved. So, and it did not include any of the parking in the break in that 611, lot 611.
Great, thank you.
Councilman Carn?
Yeah, so if I'm looking at the site, on the east side of all that additional parking, will there be another interior road to the development and then more parking and then a building?
No. So where the landscape islands are on the very east side of lot 611, the next row of parking is right up against lot 612's building.
Okay,
So it fronts that. So no, there will not be an additional entrance into that. They will share this entrance here, plus they will have one coming from the east
they'll have one
side.
off of Lake Drive, I assume?
Correct.
Okay.
Around that bend, so right in front of like Firehouse Subs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if there's no other questions, I will entertain a motion.
I'll move that we approve business item 1 as stated on the agenda, including any staff findings and conditions.
I have a first from Councilman Wilden,
Second.
second from Councilwoman Barton. Any further discussion?
Had a great
Counsel-
dinner there last week.
Oh.
That's my
Okay.
discussion.
I just am glad that it just actually really does create more seating. It's busy every time I go in there
Yep.
because I probably eat there more often than I should.
Yeah.
And they need the extra seating, so I love that.
Okay. Councilwoman Barton,
Oh, aye, sorry.
McComber,
Aye.
Wilden,
Aye.
Carn.
Aye.
Wadman.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you. Business item 2, code updates for titles 2.01, City Council, and 2.02, Mayor, City initiated.
While they're pulling that up, Mayor, I forgot to mention one thing in the early part. I just wanted to thank staff for the beach party and the quick on-their-feet adjustment to deal with the algae bloom that happened, and it shut down our swimming capability. But then I also want to make sure that we, of course, extend our gratitude to everyone, but also the fire department. I reached out to them, and remember, I was like, we got to have something, and we were like, let's go talk to the fire department. So I went over and I talked to them, and they came in last minute and brought in their water truck, basically their off-roading truck, and they just were shooting water up, and they were letting the kids hold the fire hose, and it ended up becoming almost like a positive, taking a negative, making it positive, so the kids can still get wet. And so if we can make sure we give our appreciations to the fire department for their quick response to that as well. So, but just thanks for a first event. And do you have a count? Did you have any kind of, when you do your analysis? It takes about 2 weeks, so maybe in the next one.
2 weeks to get the data.
Yeah, so I'll be curious, because first events, first annual kind of thing, but there's a potential that that could become something, because it's an event in the south end of the city, which we don't have a lot of. So, thank you very much, Mayor.
Okay.
On that, could we go like 3 weeks earlier in the summer?
So that we don't get an algae bloom again?
I'm gonna go with that. That and the bugs come later, so between those two, we're gonna,
Maybe,
they're already looking at dates
maybe we
towards
can,
the end of
a
June.
pioneer celebration. Thank you.
Okay. Perfect. Nikki?
Kevin may have more to add on this, but during candidate orientation this year, we became aware that there were a couple of sentences that we missed in the big overhaul that we did last March concerning vacancies in an office. We are just going to refer all of that to state code. So that's what this is, just a quick update tonight. Did you have anything else, Kevin?
So just clean up.
That's it.
Okay, if there's no question, we're just matching state code. I will entertain a motion. Do you have
I'll make-
something, Councilman Wilden?
No.
Oh, okay.
This isn't so much matching state code, but just deferring the state code. So when the
Deferring.
state code
Yeah.
changes, our code doesn't have to be updated.
Okay.
I move that we approve business item number 2 is stated on the agenda.
I'll second that.
I have first from Councilwoman Barton, second from Councilwoman McComber. Any further discussion? McComber?
Aye.
Wadman?
Aye.
Wilden?
Aye.
Barton?
Aye.
Carn?
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously, and we will adjourn the meeting.
20 minutes.
Anybody want to call Eagle Mountain?
Oh, okay.
I'm texting him right now.
Yeah. I have